garlic powder, onion powder, ground black pepper, Zatarain's Creole seasoning, thyme leaves, and we got us some sea salt here by Molten. Also, we got us some frozen peas and carrots and some frozen whole kernel corn. Got us some russet potatoes, just 2, but I have them in your lot. And we got us some rotisserie chicken breasts here from the grocery store. Yellow bell pepper, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, 48 ounces of chicken stock by Swanson, Iberia minced garlic, yellow onion. Now let us get started. You know we always forget some ingredients, so you're gonna need you a stick of salted or unsalted butter and some all-purpose flour. Run that dishwater so we can be all cleaned up. Don't got to be no whole lot of work. Get that nasty out of there. Got all vegetables laid down here. Wow, look at that. All sliced up in uniform. Just a rough cut on the onions. This is Chef Fo chicken stock. This is a throwback recipe that was on the For the Real Only channel, but we got to get it switched over here. So this is a Chef Fo throwback you will enjoy. Sure will. Now we got that all pulled apart and separated after we put that skin out of there. You don't want the skin in the soup. You want to remove the skin and pull apart the chicken breast. Got a stick of butter going down in the Dutch oven here. Now you can get a whole chicken and use dark meat too. That's what I thought I was grabbing. Yeah, old Chef Fo thought he grabbed the whole chicken, but it was just the breast. But it don't matter either way. Now we done milled it down a stick of butter, and we gonna come across there with a half a cup of all-purpose flour. And this was gonna really bring out the flavor in your dish. What we making here is a roux. So we got our plastic spatula and we got the stirring and mixing and getting everything all incorporated. Now you want to keep stirring this here until you get to your desired roux stage. You don't want to walk away. Keep going. Put a little wrist work in there. Yeah, old Chef Fo had to put some wrist work over in the dish. Yes. This Chef Fo chicken stew throwback recipe. And you want to keep stirring right there. Now, as you can see, it's bubbling up and fizzling up a little bit. That means that we're breaking down that flour inside of that butter. But that was the blonde stage, and this one right here I like to call our peanut butter consistency. It's about the second stage of it. Yes. Some people like it here. They can stop it here if they want to, but old Chef Fo like his a little darker. As you can see here, it's a little browner. I like to call this here milk chocolate consistency. So we throw them rough cut onions over in there and start breaking them down in that roux and sauteing them, and you want to do that for 4 or 5 minutes. And boy, when you do this here, the house go to smelling so good. Look at here. Now after them 4 or 5 minutes, you want to go to adding your other ingredients into the pot. So we got us some celery, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and everything else. Now once you get that all incorporated, you want to start mixing that up, but before then, add you about 2 to 3 cloves worth of minced garlic into the mix. Yes. So you want to stir that around and saute that for about 4 or 5 minutes or so. And while you're sauteing that, you want to go to adding your seasoning down in there too. Boy, this soup here, this stew here is loaded with flavor. Old Chef Fo don't know what's the difference between a soup and a stew, but I always felt like it was the thickness, so I call this here a stew. But if you want to thin it out and make it a soup, you do what you want to do. We don't tell you how to cook, we just show you what we do. So I came across the top with a little onion pepper, little onion powder, garlic powder, and here we is with a little bit of our Zatarain's over the top. Some time. Old Chef Fo know how to eyeball it. Yeah, old Chef Fo know how to eyeball it now. And here goes some ground black pepper, Babadia. And we got us a little seasoning salt here. Sea salt. Boy, y'all excuse old Chef Fo. So stir that in and get that all mixed in and incorporated as well. Now this thing here is full of flavor, but you want to season in rounds. This the first round of seasoning here. This may be all you need. Chef Fo did add a little bit later on, and we'll get to that. But we're stirring that up, and by the time we get to that 5 minutes, you know, everything should be all good and well incorporated. Now we got us here 48 ounces of chicken stock, which is equivalent to about 6 cups. And you want all that there in this dish. So get the emptying out that carton inside of our mixture of green, red, and yellow bell pepper, onion, celery, and all roux. So once you get that all in there, give that a quick stir. Got that good minced garlic in there too. Boy, look at here. Now this when you go to adding your diced up taters. So I'm slipping them taters over in there. Yes. And I had a lot of little chopped up pieces of tater too. Some people like a lot of tater. Some people don't like no tater. Some people like a little tater. Now, as you can see, I done added in the frozen corn and the frozen peas and carrots. Get that a little stir. Lastly, you want to come across with your chicken, your shredded up chicken you done pulled apart earlier. Hope you took out that skin and that fat, if any. Now don't let this intimidate you. It may look like a lot of meatballs, but you know it ain't. It's gonna cook down and get all moist and pull apart some more. So you want to make sure you mix that around there and get that in that liquid best you can. And you're gonna put a top on this and you want to bring it up to a simmer. Well, bring it up to a simmer first, matter of fact. And then once you get that going on a boil over high heat, then you want to bring it down to a simmer. So turn up the heat on high when you add the meat, bring it up to a boil, and then lower it down to medium-high, medium heat so it can simmer, like you see old Chef Fo doing right here. Putting that down on medium. Then what you want to do then is cover up your pot of Chef Fo chicken stew recipe. Cover up your pot, and you want to let that go for about 30 minutes. Now, this is the stage where you want to check it and taste it and see if you need some more seasoning. And I did. I added a teaspoon of black pepper and a teaspoon of Zatarain's to it, and that was all we needed. So we was good to go after that. Here we are at an hour, and it's about time to plate up. Yes. Look at that there. Got a nice little consistency and thickness on here. Full of flavor. Simple ingredients, anybody can make it. You ain't getting none of this here, so you better make it. You ain't getting nothing to eat. Yeah, boy. And it's filling too. You don't need no whole lot of this here. And you can eat this with some noodles or rice or whatever you want to do. But old Chef Fo don't feel the need to do that. You already got corn in here, and it's full of meat. And then you got some taters. So that's enough starch for Chef Fo. But y'all get in the comments and let us know how you like this recipe or how you make your chicken soup or your chicken stew. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And stay tapped in to everything over here. I want to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, old Chef Fo love y'all. Old Chef Fo love y'all. I'm out of here, baby.